Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Houston Cougars and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. Because both teams are fighting for their status in the college football playoff rankings. Both in the top 50, but they need these crucial strength of schedule wins to impress the committee. When the Big 12 takes on the ACC, there is a lot on the line because these two teams will look at this outcome of this game in the postseason and how it will affect their seeding later on. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Burrows. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's talk for a second about Houston. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Cuts it upfield. It's Sanford. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Let's talk for a second about Houston. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Left side is Hudson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Press setter downs going to the air. Gets rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Rolls right, fires downfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, complete pass.
Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Sanford. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance. The defense on their heels.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. running the red zone. It's Sanford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Buying time to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. FSU calling its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll take it himself. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. Looking for space. It's Croma. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of it.
Right back to it. This third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Cobb. There he goes. The 50. Inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Noles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. Powers through the defender.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Got his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Left side is Wilson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A run for the quarterback. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Houston has it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now on the move. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Trying to convert on fourth down. Drops back. It's Henderson. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for room, it's Chroma. Turning it on! Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. He's changing the play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the home team keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And the Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Right back to the well. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown Seminoles! They take the lead with the 6.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the 3rd quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's straight. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Field to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Caught, it's Hudson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
He's tackled at the 36. And that's a first down for the offense.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air, it's Henderson. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. All the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the ground, he's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Sanford. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Hey man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along and they really need to make something happen.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on second down. They're all over it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Henderson. Unloads it left. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Setting up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he avoids the sack.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in. Understand that if you don't start playing better, you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Powers through. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Hudson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Houston going up tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. He wants to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
At the 44. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to pass. It's Henderson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Burrows. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Out wide right, it's Burrows. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Swamped immediately. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. On the run, fires downfield. Zips it out to his man. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. coaches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. To the air, it's Henderson. Between the hashes, it's Hudson. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
At the 29-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Tosses it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Left side is Young. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Sets his feet, it's Henderson. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 5, in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Number 91.
Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Still looking to his right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Using his legs, it's Singleton.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the...
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Fights off the defender. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros and time has expired here.